Also, I've started it now.
He's here.
No, I'm not moving. Right now, the stream can't see it because I have the perfect image over it. Okay, it's everything. It's my my character, so that way no one has to see this monstrosity. Fine.
Well, he's not a monstrosity.
At least turn back on the music. You know, come on.
I don't want to blare banjos in anyone's ear ever. Is it? I guess I can turn it. I'm gonna turn down the music. I can't. I don't remember how to do this. Never mind. Okay, I can. Turn it all the way down. Here we go. Nope, it's still there. It's still there.
Okay, either we can live on. You guys have 3 options. You can wait 10 more minutes for me to figure out how to get another image up here to do the fantasy one. We can sit on Tom Hanks, or we could sit on the draw page.
Tom
Your
Hanks,
choice.
right now, you know what? We'll just chill.
Sit on the draw page.
Draw page? You want to sit on the draw page? That works too.
Draw
Yeah.
page.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Draw page.
Because unlike the other one, this one has no dicks. Please tell me you had not started stream.
Oh, she started streaming.
Yeah, it's been on for a while now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Makes you feel better. I'm the only one in the stream.
Yeah, see, so it's fine. I'm not gonna save this or anything.
You're streaming Deep Rock Galactic.
What? Excuse you. I fixed you. I fixed you before I started stream. You jerk.
People ready? I was gonna mess with who you were working with.
I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm ready.
So, you all individually are doing stuff. I would be more specific than that, but it's for your own sakes. I don't describe further what your characters are up to.
I'm legit doing nothing, so.
Some of you go to sleep. Some of you just suddenly find yourselves asleep. And some of you just wake up for the first time in a long time. You find yourselves in a dungeon of some sorts. The cages don't really have doors on them. They're kind of just open, which makes it feel like it'd be a bad dungeon. You look around, and there's 3 other people in there besides yourself. There's a kind of old man slipping on some sort of a ball behind the one door with one cage with a door. And then there's 2 other people who are right next to you because you all rolled to be right next to each other in the cage system. Going from Izzy to Brooke to Sam, introduce yourselves.
Right.
And Brooke, roll me a die. A d20.
Wait. Would they know what I am?
They would recognize your race, yes.
Okay, yeah, alright. You see an Air Genasi.
Brooke, you know who that's
at. He's of, medium build. You can tell he's got some strength in him. He also looks like he's gotten the ever-living shit beat out of him. He's healed, but his clothes, his hair, matted in blood. The long leather armor that he had on has tears where blades have crossed, and still fairly wet with blood, or drying blood. His hair is up. You can tell the sides were shaved, but they haven't been shaved in a little bit, so it's getting a little long. His skin's about the color of a sky that's ready to release flood upon the earth. And his hair is just kind of like a cloudy white. A little pink now. He also looks like he's trying to sleep.
I want to sleep.
I know you want to sleep.
Right.
He's he has multiple rings upon his fingers they're not like overly gaudy or anything. It's just like if I'm gonna punch you, it's gonna hurt a little extra. He's got just leather armor for pants? Is it just like bracers for your legs and boots? What kind of
I
leather armor?
suppose.
You know what? I'm just gonna give him leather pants. Black leather pants.
Nice.
Nice.
There are rips on the left leg. The biggest gash you can see would be around the back of his thigh. You can kind of see because he's like sitting leaned back against the wall and kind of like his legs are bent and he's just, I don't know if he's trying to sleep or if he's in pain. One of those two. That's it. I don't think we have any items or anything, so
Well, you'd have like your class equipment, but
okay. What weapon did I pick again? I already forgot.
Brooke,
Oh yeah, I have a great axe.
What?
go.
Okay. This person, very weird to look at initially because are we like laying down when we wake up, or are we like sitting up?
Laying, sitting, standing doesn't really matter. However you want to describe yourself.
So they're kind of like back in the corner of their cell with their wings covering them, like huddled up under their wings, and these wings look a mix between feathers and vines. There are even a couple flowers blooming on these wings. And as the wings fall away, this looks like an elf, but there's like mossy patches, and their feet seem to be bark, and there are vibrant blue patches as well. Their hair fades from a dull brown into a beautiful blue, and they don't seem to notice where they are. They have a very dazed look on their face, like they're just completely checked out. Wearing kind of a flowy outfit. One eye is uh like a salmon color, and the other eye is silver, and not really any jewelry. That's about it.
Before we get to Sam, as you come to consciousness, Brooke, you feel a slight tugging in your wings as crawling out of it, made of the same viney, flowery substance as your wings, is a little lion cub. They have small little wings of their own, and they seem to take shape, form, and fall out of your wings onto the ground, where they sit up, look around, and you've got a little lion cub in front of you with wings made of
I
vine.
react to that after Sam.
And Sam, you can go now.
So if that happened at the same time, like I would see
This
that.
happens. Yes, you all wake up at the exact same time. As you are all coming to conscience and first seeing each other is when this cub comes out and falls to the ground.
Jeez. Okay. So you would see. Is it light in here, or is it completely dark?
It is light in here. It's not bright light, but there are torches. You can see clearly.
Okay. So then you would see probably sitting like in the farthest corner away from people, like keeping a vigilant eye out, a drow woman. She has really long silver hair. She has a small circlet with a blue gem on it. She has striking icy blue eyes. Um, and she has a crossbow and two daggers, both on her sides. Um, she does wear kind of like a corset or brown corset with a flowy white shirt, and she has a gray and black cloak with like dark brown or actually it's more like light brown pants and dark brown boots. And I'll also post her picture in the chat so people can now see her colored version. And she would probably she's just gonna quietly be keeping an eye out on everything. And just kind of confused and just looking a little bit uncertain.
I'm the only one who doesn't have art of their character.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I don't have art
it's
of my
okay.
characters.
Well,
I mean,
Okay.
like in other campaigns, like the only art I have of Alaris, you drew me.
Yeah,
Fair.
but like,
So this is, you guys are up. You don't seem to see anything that would be keeping you in the cells. There's about 8 cells in the room. Off on the right wall from where all of you were sitting is some sort of door. And across from you is where you see this old man asleep on some sort of white ball with a red handprint. You're not exactly sure what that ball is.
the Dark Brotherhood.
And what do? You interact with each other? This is the first time any of you are meeting, explore the room?
So we're in individual cells, but there are no doors.
You're in individual cells. There are no doors stopping you from leaving the cell and into the hallway, but there are bars between you. But if you enter the hallway, then there wouldn't be bars between you anymore because there's not a door on the cell itself,
I'm
except for
just
the
gonna continue
cell with the old man in it.
laying, sitting where I am.
I guess I will. Have we already tried, or we just appeared here? Like we haven't touched anything, right?
This is
Or
the
been
Woke
first
up.
10 seconds you have been aware of this.
Okay.
As far as any of you knew 10 seconds ago, you were elsewhere doing the things that you said you were doing in your backstory.
Then I'm gonna like go up and try to like pull or push open the doors. I assume they won't, but I'm still going to try to.
You're gonna
Which,
walk past the old man and just like, let me in.
yeah, the old man does appear to still be asleep. You are all fully awake, but
Oh.
he is still actively sleeping.
I'm gonna keep quiet on that and just try to open the cell doors.
So,
So, Sam, when you say cell doors, because there's cell doors on his cell, and then there's like doors to the room.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you
So we're
talking
not
his
actually
door or
trapped?
doors to the room?
No, we're just in the room or in the
Oh.
cell room.
So there's a room. It's like a tunnel. It's like a dungeon, right?
Like,
And on each side there are 4 cells. You guys are in 3 of those cells, but the cells themselves have no doors.
Okay.
Yes, whoever's drawing that, that's the general idea.
Okay.
It
there's
looks
like the door. Listen, that's the best I can do.
no, that's perfect. This is where the old guy is. This is where Izzy woke up. This is where Brooke woke up. This is where Sam woke up, and Dor is on this side.
Oh,
Not
I
this
was
side.
just
Yeah, that's fine.
so she's
Why does this look like a dick?
I just scribbled it really
what?
quick. It's supposed to.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
just very.
Okay.
There we go.
yeah.
This is where the
Then
old man is sleeping. The
They're
only cell,
slowly coming out of their.
the only cell
the
is.
only cell in that room that seems to have some sort of door is his, and the other ones are
Oh,
all
this
just.
is dangerous.
Okay. Then I'm just going to kind of stay in the back and watch what they're going to do. And just keep an eye on everything that's happening. I don't know what the fuck's
Okay.
going on.
Okay, Brooke, what are you doing?
They're still like totally checked out, and then they feel that tug, and they take a moment, and they're like mentally going through something, and they look down at this little cub, like not moving the head, just with the eyes, looks down, and looks around, and then scoots further into the corner and just whispers under their breath, "Where the fuck am I?"
Brooke, you hear in your head, from a small little squeaky voice, I don't know, but isn't this more fun than where we just were?
Horrible. What the fuck is in my head? Is that you?
Do you?
Are you?
If
Who
you
do
do
you
say
say?
that,
You just say that out loud or like directed at anything?
Like the last part was directed at the little lion cub,
Yeah. He just.
but yes,
I
out
can,
loud.
your choice. Is it male or female? I don't care either way, but before I start describing this
Little
thing as.
girl, female.
Right, it's a female lion cub. She kind of nods, which is weird for a lion to do, but she nods.
comprehensive line.
I've been with you a long time. You just didn't know it.
Oh, nice to meet you. people in the room. She like makes eye contact
Oh,
with Sam's
you.
character, and then looks over her shoulder at Izzy's character, and then like scoots to be back to the wall instead of the corner because the corner puts her back to one of you.
Okay. I guess it's nice to meet you as well. I assume by that you were not the one to bring me here. Or at least not willingly.
If I could do this the whole time, I would not be here right now. I would have been here 30 years ago or more.
Do you know where we are? Where we are? Words?
And you guys
Sweetheart, I
just
don't
need to be a
know.
little bit more quiet.
Sorry.
I
Oh
mean,
god.
do we have to be quiet? We don't know where we are. For all we know, we could have been kidnapped.
It's all great and everything. I've gone from one cell to another. My head
we
fucking
weren't
hurts.
kidnapped. I know that for sure.
Well, you seem to be knowledgeable in some way. Do you have any idea what happened to us?
I know whatever it is was powerful. Because otherwise, I would have found my way out of where I was a long, long time ago.
Self explanatory, I guess. Well, do we try to leave? Wake the old man over there up?
An old
Maybe
man.
he knows something. He's the one locked up.
You see my
Or he's
character kind
dangerous.
of sit up a little bit and like squint his eyes in ahead of him to the old man and then turn to you guys and then back to the old man and then he just leans back again and you hear just a large sigh of just irritation at the hand he's been dealt this time because where this is much different than where I was before.
Well, I guess there's no use in just sitting around. And I'll walk over to the cell and just try to see if it'll open very cautiously.
Maybe we wake him up and find out who he is before we let him out.
Well, if he's locked in here, then we'll keep him locked in here. But if he's not locked in here, then, I mean, maybe he's not dangerous.
Whatever put us here made an effort to close that door, not ours.
Well, I don't
We
want
don't
to leave it
have
open.
doors.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Oh, maybe it's a design flaw.
Does it open or budge at all whenever I pull on it?
So if you go to open it, you'll notice it's chained and locked
Oh.
to the walls of the cell. The lock is interesting because there doesn't seem to be any sort of a keyhole or combination on it. It's much more of a solid object that is holding this door in place. There's no way that you can see to pick it or, to jiggle it open. It's locked deliberately and it doesn't seem like it's meant to be removed.
Okay, I'm gonna.
See what I
You
missed?
see me stand up from over here, and I kind of like grab my great axe and kind of use it as like a walking stick. Kind of just go over and I like kick the door so it makes noise. Old man, are you alive?
When you do, he does wake up, sits up, looks at you before
Let's go away
chuckling and
from the door.
going, I see the next group has arrived.
So
Next
you are
Huh?
at
group.
fault.
Oh, I've been in this cell for far too long. I don't know what's at fault for all of this, but I'm here to see it all.
I told you something was keeping him here. Ha! I was right.
How long have you been here?
Oh, I don't know. It, enough for 15 of you lot to come strolling through here.
What
Hard
year
to
was
keep
it when
track of
you
time.
came here?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't lived in civilization for 50 years.
Oh, great.
Keeping
A
track of
hobby.
Oh.
what's going on around me is little care.
What's
I
your
just
name?
wish there was more pleasant food. Oh, my name is Tom.
Oh no.
Well, hi, Tom.
Well, you mentioned food. Is somebody actively feeding you? coming down here?
No,
Up here?
every now and then there'll be food, and I'll eat.
Oh,
What
okay.
kind of food?
Wow,
Strange.
so helpful.
It varies. Bread, soup, salad.
How old
Oh
does he
man, I
look?
had soup
Does
and
he
salad.
look like 60s or is he like in his 80s?
Is he humanoid, right? Or human?
He looks around 65-ish years old. No particular reason for that.
And he is
Kind
human.
of look at the chain. Do I see any like weak links in the chain or anything?
Not particularly. It's a solid like iron chain. It doesn't look new, but it definitely doesn't have a lot of wear or tear on it. It's not rusting. It's not like pulling apart anywhere. It's very much in a good condition.
See, I would try to let you out, but for all I know, you're like a, I don't know, cannibal who lived in the woods and you're here for some ungodly reason now.
Oh, I'm nothing like that. I was just a lonely hermit. But I don't care if you let me out. I mean, life here is simple. I get fed, I sleep, I relax. It's the same as where I was, except I don't have to do any of the work anymore. I get to meet new faces every now and then. Sometimes larger groups,
I'm gonna
sometimes
do an
smaller.
insight check on that. He was just a hermit.
Gotta get lonely down here.
Roll for it.
Eh, eh.
Wow.
Oh,
He
nice.
he seems to be speaking honestly to you. It doesn't seem like there's a lot he's hiding. He just sounds kind of tired and old.
Strange.
It's
Well,
gotta get lonely down here.
I mean, it's I don't know how much time has passed, but it's not that much between when these different groups come through here. So, like I said, I lived most of my life alone. I was happy alone, and I've met more faces in the last, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks I've been down here than I knew all my time on the surface.
where exactly are the other people you've seen going?
Did any of them come
Through
back?
the door?
They've left. I've never seen any of them return. I don't know what awaits them.
Reassuring.
Oh, great.
Well, we're not
They
gonna get anywhere
leave. That's the
here.
last I hear or see.
I'm gonna go over to the door and uh, I'm gonna try to open it.
It does not open.
My person is still sitting down.
I'll walk
That
up.
door
Can I
is not where they commonly leave from. You can try, but I haven't seen anyone get through it yet.
can I
Where do they
inspect
leave
the
from?
door to see if there's anything
You can roll, what is an
in
inspection?
investigation?
Typically, there's
Investigation.
there's another yes, whatever. There's another door in one of these cells. The one furthest right of me. He's facing you guys is right. Yeah, that one. There's some sort of mechanism on that wall that opens something, and they wander through. Sometimes they take a while to believe me. Sometimes they sit here. Eventually, they go through, and that's that.
What comes
Okay.
through this door, though?
I've never seen this door open.
I want to open it.
Gonna just roll my investigation now.
Yeah, for the door.
Well,
It's a door. It's like a normal door. It's got a keyhole. It appears to be locked, obviously. And it looks like a door. There is, however, no handle on your side of the door.
oh fuck, did I not add? I didn't add.
Um, then I'm going to, just because I'm curious what's gonna happen, I'm just gonna firebolt the door to see if it magically
Oh my gosh.
reacts. Just like near where the
Nothing
lock
happens.
is. Nothing happens, it just burns away.
You hit the door with the firebolt. It's a door. It's a stationary object. You hit it. it doesn't seem to leave any lasting damage. There's a few little marks where you hit the door, but it doesn't seem as if you're doing significant damage to the door, or and there was nothing that stopped you from using your magic, or
Hmm.
that your magic was weaker or stronger than it usually is.
Well, I guess we should look around unless we want to die in here.
I'm not looking to die anytime soon. Yeah.
And I just make a quick perception check, look around, see if I see anything of interest with my
You
lovely
can.
perception. Oh, yeah, fuck. Yeah, huh?
Sorry, I'm responding to
Beautiful.
a message, so I
It's
don't see
fine.
what you rolled.
I
It's
don't
a
see
5.
anything.
There seems to be 8,
Uh-huh.
cages in this room. Well, they're
Uh-huh.
not cages; they're cells. One of them has a door, and there's an old man.
Uh-huh. Cool, thanks.
I kind of like
Also, there's a door on one of the walls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Almost
That's all you
missed that.
notice.
okay, so
Almost.
I start to amble over towards where he said that the mechanism was, and I turn back towards everyone. What are your guys' names?
I'm Paul Devana, but you can call me Devana.
The fuck? Please write that.
I will.
Ha! See, I'm not the only one that needs names written down.
Paul Devana. Do I have a note sheet?
I'm.
No,
I can add one.
please.
I will add each of you a note sheet. Should have done that already, and I'm gonna add one into lore that everybody can see, and it's gonna be for like your names.
Okay, and then I turn towards this green
I'm.
woman. Mysterious?
Mysterious
No.
note.
Okay.
She.
Working on it.
Or they seem to be hesitating greatly, zoning out slightly. And then she
Listen,
blinks and looks at you. I'm Sandler. It's nice to meet you.
We're gonna
you
all
also
need
need to
names
type
written
that.
down. Yeah.
What?
Why
Everyone
don't you
needs it
guys?
to be written down.
Why
Fandler.
don't you just type in your character's name? Well, I am the Tempest.
Ooh, badass.
The would that ring a bell? That seems like an important name. Would that ring a bell at all?
It would not. I can
Okay.
save you from checking. It's because Air Genasi,
Can I
they're
call you
named
Tim?
after,
Oh.
like air things. So Tempest is just. It's not actually that rare an Air Genasi name.
Well, I was thinking because I figured they would have some sort of last name, and since me backstory thing, I just the Tempest. It's my
Yeah.
what I go
And I'll
for
call you
when I
Tim.
sign up for things. It's just the Tempest. And then
But
I'm gonna
is character added and not
yeah,
world
not a
added.
title.
Ah.
And I kind of just walk towards the
Mm.
cell and peer in.
Sandler is gonna try and stand up. She's shaking. And she's holding on to the bars. But she got
Before
there.
I ever go into, would I recognize what race Fandler is?
No.
I wouldn't. Okay, that's fun.
Fandler seems
My
to.
God,
You can
Rebecca.
roll history if you want. Oh, roll. Yeah, history.
History.
And I'll let you. Okay, so on a 13, it's like tugging. It looks semi like something you would know, maybe vaguely elfish or something, but you're not really sure. And whatever they are, it's much too convoluted. The plants are everywhere. Their body doesn't seem to fit anything
And the
you know
blue.
of. And the blue, yeah. Their body is some odd form that you can't really place.
Okay.
You notice now that the Tempest is walking around where they walk and around them, there's a slight fog effect. Not enough to
So cool.
affect how you see or anything. It's just fog.
Like the mist on roads
Yeah.
after a storm on a hot day.
And of course, in the typical Air Genasi fashion, there's a slight breeze constantly moving through the little like bun ponytail thing he has in the back of his head.
And I guess Devana will go over and like if seeing you're physically struggling, Fandler, she's going to go and try to help you up and like balance yourself.
The
Thank you.
lion that you have to pass on the way is going to like growl at you and try to bat you away from going near Fandler.
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't pay to pay a mind to it. I'm not
I'm
intimidated.
holding out a hand out for little lion cub. Hop on, come on.
Also,
He climbs onto you and disappears.
oh, that's
He
So cool.
seems to merge back into your wings.
So cool.
is that
You can
Thank
still
you
hear a
for
faint
your help.
trickle of his voice, well, her voice in the back of your mind, but they're not
Oh,
there
okay.
that you can see. Just seems to have mashed themselves back into you.
Is that something that happens normally?
I have no fucking clue.
Great. Also, Fandler,
Me too, gonna get over here.
You'll notice as soon as you touch Devana, she is icy cold to the touch.
Ooh, are you okay? Are you sick?
Oh, I'm fine. I tend to forget that. I'm just a little cold
Mentally.
all the time. It's nothing you should be worried about. And
It's cool.
I guess we should go over and
Thank you
help.
for the help.
Of course. And then
She'll
go over and help the
amble
rest.
on over.
I'm gonna make a perception check so I can.
I will also make a perception check if I can.
I already made mine.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again.
You
It's
can
fine.
either both make one or one of you at advantage. Either way's fine. You're in the last cell.
Yeah, where's perception? There it is. Wow.
Better than mine.
So, Izzy, you notice that one of the tiles in front of you, or on that wall, seems to be loose, slightly forward compared to the rest, and there's obviously some sort of a breeze coming through the wall itself. Brooke, you also notice this, and something to your right seems to gleam in the light as you realize there's a tripwire stretched across the floor in the next cell over.
Don't walk in there. There's
Wait,
little
in the
liney
next
things.
cell over.
This one, so there's a tripwire in here.
Oh, I had a character sheet up. Thing it again, please.
Sorry, you notice the tripwire in this cell because you were investigating the door in this one.
Oh, there's something in that one. She like points to where the line was. I don't know what it's for, but it's like a string, like
Stars, I can't edit my notes.
tripwire, a tripwire.
Mysterious notes, I suppose.
Old man,
I
do
haven't
you know
added you
anything
notes yet.
about these
I was
things?
sorry.
You've seen people leave here before.
His
Can you
name's
give us a
Tom.
hint?
He told us his name.
It's right.
The people they messed with the wall. It opened and they left. I don't
Have
know
you ever
what.
seen someone walk in this one?
I can't see it. I'm doing something. Izzy, are you pinging the main door?
Huh?
No.
Where
Oh
are
no,
you?
I was
What do you
talking
mean
about
by
this
this
one.
one? I can't see.
The one with the tripwire.
Yeah.
I've seen a few people enter there and pay for it, but I haven't seen anyone enter or exit from there.
I'm gonna kind of like stand like back here, and I'm gonna take a crossbow bolt out of whatever bag I have. I'm assuming poofed with me here because we have all of
Yes.
our good stuff. I'm gonna throw it and try and just in the middle of the cell because I can't see the tripwire that she's talking about.
If Brooke pointed it out to you, you would be able to see
Oh,
it. It's just this trip.
she just said there's something
Well,
in
no,
the
I did
cell.
point it. I said it's like it's right there. It's like a
Okay, I'm gonna throw
string
it
tripwire.
just and try and hit the tripwire.
Roll an attack roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand
All
back.
right.
Just want to see, how.
Did
Alright,
me
well,
pointing it out help at all with
Wait, why? It's a 15. Well, 15.
it means it wasn't a disadvantage because they knew where
okay.
it was.
That's fair.
I rolled a 15.
Did you
Do you
throw?
have no
You said a bag or like the crossbow?
Crossbow.
What is it? So
Crossbow.
the crossbow bolt hits the wire and kind of tugs it a little, and from the ceiling shoot down a variety of darts which slam into the floor all around the tripwire.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, it's a
Well,
good thing
I'm
you shot
glad
that, I
that we
guess.
didn't. I didn't shoot it. I just threw it.
Well, throw it.
projectile either way.
The rope is still there. It's just it got tugged by the bolt and then snapped back into place.
Well, I'm gonna go and investigate the other, like on the opposite side of the old man, or of Tom.
That was the cell Izzy woke up in.
Oh, it was?
No.
Okay, there was just an eye there.
Not
So I was
opposite, not opposite. The
like, oh yeah, beside.
next
Sorry.
That well, yeah, this is an opposite. Yeah, then yeah, you can investigate it. So if you want to investigate it, roll me an investigation, or you're finding nothing because you had a 5. All right, on a 16, you look around. It's an old cell. There's like some loose bone that don't look human sized. They're more like chicken bones, almost like someone's been eating and tossing their trash away there.
This
The
is
cell,
trash.
the floor is a little damp and sticky.
Oh.
Oh.
Nothing else really of note.
I-
Old man smiles at you.
I'm gonna glare at him and walk out. Well, there doesn't seem to be
Should
any of
we
use in here.
try the door?
Everybody should have notes now. If it's not working for any of you, let me know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait. The fuck? Yeah. What? Oh, there. Okay, I was just confused.
Yeah. And if you open under lore, there should be a thing for names, so you guys can see what your names are.
Thank you. Should we try the door now?
I don't see why not. We've kind of run out of options.
Bye, old man. Bye, Tom.
Bye. I hope whatever awaits you is. I don't know what awaits you. I hope it doesn't kill you.
If I can come back, I'll bring you some good food.
I would appreciate it.
You are incredibly generous to someone you just met.
Well, I haven't
Okay.
met anyone in a long time, so why not, right?
I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Are you aware of how the world works? Being nice usually ends up with you being stabbed or you're robbed or.
Last time I was nice, I got candy. So that's how my world works. In my mind.
What world?
If you put good into the world, you will get good back. That is what I think.
It's
I've gotten a
interesting.
lot of bad though, so I guess I could put bad back into the world. I don't know.
Well, let's just try not to be too nice to every single person, just in case they might be bad. I mean, I guess by that
He's in
extension,
a
we could be
cell and
bad.
he wants good food. I understand. I sympathize with the good food.
Well, yes, he seems to be okay, I guess. But just for future reference, if we run into anybody, just wait a little bit before offering them candy.
Sure.
They might
Okay,
be one of
let's go.
those people to stab you.
If someone stabs me, I'm just gonna, pow. Right up their nose. Straight to the brain.
At least you know self-defense. Let's go through the door.
What the
Taught,
fuck is
yes.
pow?
I never practiced. Pow. She has like little finger guns. And like magic.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like,
You're one of the magic type. I see.
I think.
saw
Yeah.
Nirvana do that, so you know.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, great.
I love it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is
Is the door open when we try to open it? Are we fucked?
Well, the door in the cell? How do you try to open it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to push on the just?
Yeah. Must try to open the door that we can anyway. And push on it.
Well,
Get
there's
moving
like
on
I
it.
said, the people investigate. There's like some sort of wind coming from the wall itself, and then there's like it's the like thing that's slightly loose, the tile that's a little forward. It's not like door size. It's just like a rock on the wall.
Still gonna try to push it forward.
You can't push it forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna push the tile.
You fail at pushing the tile. It feels like it's stuck against something and it won't go further back.
Do we pull it
How are you gonna pull a tile?
It's not
with
flat
my
against the
fingers?
wall. It's
Is it like
it's the tile itself. It's like sticking out a little bit. The
So-
reason you noticed it is because it's a raised
it's
tile.
like is it like and then there's like the wall or is it like
So there's in front of you. There's like a flat wall. It's like stone brick wall, except there's one brick that's a little bit out. It's like
so it's
quarter
like
of an
that?
inch, half an inch
Like
raised
that?
towards you. Yes, like that.
Okay. I'm gonna take another crossbow bolt and I'm gonna kind of like try and like jimmy
Stepping
it
back.
in between
Okay.
the tile.
Well, I mean, because Brooke said it, it's just a pull door. It's not a push.
Oh.
When you jimmy
Fuck.
it, the rock kind of comes forward a little bit, and there's a crack as the wall slides open.
Oh. You know,
You guys were pushing a pull door,
Oh. Okay.
The internal struggle.
so
There's a little
you
fist
take
pump of
you
victory. I was
you
like,
you
let's
take
go.
you take your crossbow bolt and you
Disappointed
try to like
sigh.
wedge it in to like mess with the tile, and as you do, you kind of depress the tile a little bit towards you in like your struggle, and the door and the wall in front of you just kind of slides open and
Yes.
reveals in front of you this longer hallway. You can see at the end there's a door on the wall directly opposite you, and a little to the right on the right wall of that door is another door. Other than that, the hallway appears empty.
There's a lot of doors here.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't either. But we don't really have a choice unless you would rather
This is so cool.
You do realize you could be in danger, right?
Yeah, and that's exciting. I haven't been in any danger, happiness, anything. Legit, so long. Anything right now is making me happy. I could be bleeding out and I would be happy right now.
You weren't
Oh.
ever happy, but I
Oh.
was so happy hearing you live your existence, says the little voice in your head, Brooke.
Wait, I'm
Which nobody
sorry.
else can
I
hear,
didn't
by the way.
understand what you were saying.
The little voice in the back of your head goes, I thought you were happy sometimes. Your laugh made it so much easier in those years.
Oh,
Making me feel guilty.
I'm assuming I can see
The
her
reaction.
just like
Yeah, you can see her maybe go, oh, but you can't hear this. It's
Yeah.
entirely in her head. And that she's not crazy, it's telepathic way.
this
are you
feels so
good?
cool.
I assume it's the
Yes,
little creature
little
she
lion
was with
cub
her.
was talking to me.
Ew.
Yeah, I need to. Do you have a name, little lion cub?
Lion Club, you can see the sheet, it says undetermined because you get to name it.
I know, but in character, I'm asking.
Oh, you were asking. I don't really have one. They didn't give me one before they locked me away. Said
We'll
they
think on
needed my soul to prepare for some spell to trap intruders, but
They.
it was dark for a long time before you came.
The heck?
it.
What's wrong with your little
We'll think
friend?
on a name. We'll think on a name. But now you don't have to be in the dark anymore. Yes, let's go. Which door are we taking?
The one that's open.
Right.
Okay, I'm
Great.
gonna
You're
just
still in the cell room.
yeah, we're gonna go
Yeah.
through the door. I'm gonna delete this and that.
Through the door.
IBS.
All right, stars.
We have irritable bowel syndrome. I now realize.
Alright, so you're all. Do you enter this room, or are you still in the previous room?
God damn, you guys'
Ooh,
circles are huge.
I can't
This isn't
decide.
exact dimensions. It's just a hallway. By the way,
We
so you
are
don't have to line yourselves
massive.
up with the 5 feet or anything like that.
Oh no, I just wanted to make it so that everyone could fit.
Yes,
in
yes, that's
Yeah.
100%. That's fine. I just meant for like because this is being drawn kind of just impromptu.
Right.
It's not
Alright.
actively like lining up with it.
Damn it! Don't mind me. I'm having issues over here.
So do you all enter this room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you
Wings
do,
cut.
the door closes behind you with some sort of a latching sound, and the wall behind you is now completely smooth stone, and you can do whatever you like, but it doesn't seem as though it's going to reopen.
Well,
That's a backwards S.
That's a little bit scary. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know how I did it. Wait. No, it's not.
It's not
It's
a backwards S.
It's not.
There is no S
I
which is
meant to say
backwards.
it looks like it's an upside down S.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did I? Yeah, because I was like, I have done it before though, so that's why I didn't doubt you. I was like, well,
No, it looks more upside
There
for
down.
a
is
split
no
second.
backwards S.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Well, I mean, I guess there is. I meant like if you flip it over, like if you flip it, then it's just the same way around.
Yeah.
But I guess if you draw it purposely backwards, it's forever backwards.
Either
Right.
way, I'm
Well,
gonna
anyway,
go open this door, see if this one opens.
Okay, that's
as you go to open that door,
Mhm.
you stumble across and set off another
Oh fuck.
tripwire trap.
That's
You
fair.
literally just did this to Alaris all of Saturday.
Yeah, this is fair. What do
okay,
do I roll anything or?
I am rolling to see because. Okay. So, this tripwire, unfortunately for your compatriots, seems to shoot from behind you at the end of the
I'm so
hallway through the door you
sorry.
just came from, as
Oh
multiple
shit! Wait.
darts shoot out towards you. So. Okay. So,
Unless I
Izzy,
sent you a
that
DM,
is
you get the chance.
a.
Mhm.
Sorry. Sam was messaging about something. So Izzy, that is a 9 and a 6, which means both darts just seem to slap into the leather on your back, but don't cause you any harm or anything. Sam, with an AC of 12, two of those darts hit you, which is you take 6 points of piercing damage.
That's almost half your health.
Ow!
Brooke, one of those darts, I believe, hits you. It's an 18.
Yeah, it
Shit.
hits.
You take
Ah.
1 point of piercing damage as a dart stings you in the back of the neck.
She squeaks and yanks the dart out. Like, what the?
I
Maybe we watch where we walk.
I didn't think the whole place was trapped. I'm sorry.
Why not?
reach
I'm not-
behind me and pull out the darts that stuck in my armor. But instead of like dropping them, I just kind of pocket them.
Fair.
Yeah, I agree with her. Why don't we watch?
You're
Yeah.
now in front of the door, Sam, as the darts lay in the hallway. And luckily for you guys, the tripwire seems to have
Broken.
broken. Yes, it's
I'm going to kind of walk because I can tell that both Devana and with the 1 point of damage, it probably doesn't. Chandler probably doesn't look too.
It's like a little pinprick of blood, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and kind of like, let's check the doors for traps too.
Yeah, that's a
I
smart
don't.
idea.
I don't need you to open the door and then die. The
Yeah.
feeling
Please
is,
don't.
nope, your S didn't go with you.
Yes, it didn't. I got it. came
We
with
saw
me
nothing.
eventually.
Alright. I'm gonna try and check for traps. I'm not really great at this, but I'm gonna do it. What do I need to
Make
do?
an investigation check.
I'm also
You're
gonna check.
investigating the door for traps.
I'm gonna check
I
the
did it.
first one up here while they're doing
Okay.
that.
Wait
Stand
for
out of
Sam's, and
the
I'll
way.
just do both of you at once. So just let me know what Sam is. All right. So
Slightly better.
Izzy on a
Yes.
10. The door in front of you, it doesn't seem trapped. It doesn't seem locked. There's a doorknob. The door, if you try to open it, just seems to swing inward. Sam, the door in front of you does seem to be locked. You don't see like a keyhole or thanks, Brooke, or anything. But the door does not appear to be trapped, as best you can tell.
Well, this one doesn't seem to be trapped, but does seem to be locked.
This one isn't locked, and it doesn't seem to be trapped. I'm gonna kind of like
Lock.
narrow. I'm gonna narrow my eyes at the door, but I might have a concussion, so everything's
You what?
all. Oh, probably not a
Do you need a
concussion.
little bit?
I just kind of. Before I came here, there were some things that happened. I'm fine
Are
though.
you okay? Okay.
Yes. I've survived worse. And I'm gonna kind of like kick the door open, not like hard, but I'm just gonna instead of and then I'm gonna kind of step back in
Like
case
nudge it.
it's through.
It ahead of you, it's kind of a small, boxy room. On the left side appears to be some sort of glass, and on the right is a window. But there isn't. Nothing happens. Just an empty room.
I'm gonna
She
walk
like
in. I'm gonna like
As you walk
cautiously
in,
walk in. I'm not gonna like.
Whoops.
uh,
Help.
as soon
Didn't
as you
mean to do
pass
that.
the door, the wall closes behind you, and where you could have sworn there was a door before, none of you can see a door anymore. The door in front of
Tempest?
Sam swings open.
Damn
Tempest?
it!
There's a
Can
room
I
here.
can
There
I
appears to
hear?
be some sort of door here, and some sort of door here.
What about me? Is just I'm just in a room.
You're in a room. Give me a second, Izzy. I will. You see in your room, there's on the left side of you from where you entered, there appears to be some sort of glass something. You can't. It's a window. You can see another room very much like yours, and on the window is these strange scrawled symbols. Behind you on the wall is another set of strangely scrawled symbols, and you can't. You don't know the symbols. You don't recognize them, but they're something. And there you go. The top thing says window, but it got cut off because I didn't align them properly. I'm sorry.
I can tell it says window.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sam. I mean, so the ones that are red on the window seem to appear to be glowing slightly. They are red. Um, they you can't really tell anything different about them other than they give off a faint reddish glow.
Okay. And also, could Tempest hear us whenever we like try like, "Are you okay over there?"
Tempest, you can hear muffled sounds on the other side of the door, but you cannot make out what is being said.
I'm gonna kind of like bang on the wall. You guys still there?
Bang
You
back.
guys hear muffled sounds. You can't tell that it's that the Tempest is making.
Okay, I'm
It's
sort of
like a thick wall. You've just banged against like
do
a
we
2 foot
know
wall of
Morse
stone.
code?
Yep. I mean, there was a
It's a
door
2 foot
here.
wall of stone. You guys cannot hear each other banging on the wall.
Cool. And if you pushed
The door
against
in
it, like,
front of you,
it's
by
just
the
gone,
way, the
right?
one that was locked has swung open, and the door is just gone.
I huff out a breath and I kind of look towards the windows and then the symbols. What the fuck are these?
Oh my.
I'll walk in here. I want to like look around before I fully step in to make sure nothing's about to like smack me, but I will walk in here still.
Roll a perception.
Fandler's gonna follow as quickly as possible to not get closed out from her friends. And
I
also is
Nothing
gonna roll.
seems to happen. The door stays there. It's still swung open. Everything's the same. You see two more doors. The one on the far side appears to be solid, locked, same as the door you just came through. The door on the right side appears to be slightly ajar.
Boulder, paper, shears for which door goes which?
You cannot open the door that's in front of you. It is locked in the
This
same
one,
manner
Oh.
as the door you just came through.
both of them? I thought this one was
What?
the one on the right.
That door is unlocked, but the door on top is
Yeah.
locked.
So
Boulder, paper, shears for who goes first?
sure. How do we do this in D&D? We roll 1d3.
Rollies.
Rollies. Okay.
Just do rollies.
I guess sounds good. Does that mean? Yeah, you
That
won.
means you choose.
That means
Yeah,
I
you choose who
choose.
does it.
I feel like this is
Who
gonna
goes
close
first?
on us. So, oh, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
You go in. It's a room. That was a real bad. Ignore the top one.
It's a
Just
beautiful
a-
window.
You see in front of you a window. On the other side of the window, you do see Tempest. As you see Tempest, the door behind you is no longer a door. It is a wall.
Okay. I'm gonna step up to this door and try and open it.
The door does not open. However, Brooke,
Mhm.
for some reason, you can now hear what Tempest is saying. As
What
can
the fuck are these
as
rooms?
can Sam. Sam, in the room, you see runes on a window, some sort of box. Did I drag you to the right page, Sam?
Yes, I do see them. Sorry, I'm being
Okay,
talked to.
that's fine. On the glass, 4 of the runes appear to be red, slightly glowing, whereas on the back wall is a different set of runes that none of them seem to be glowing. You can see Tempest as they move around. You can now hear Tempest. Brooke, you can hear the two of them. They cannot hear you.
Is there anything to do in my room? Like, I'm looking around.
There is, if you look around, there is a small spot where you have the chance. It says speak here, and if you speak through that, then they can hear you.
I'm gonna go speak in that. What's going on?
Your guess is as good as
I don't
mine.
fucking know. We're in a room, respectively, different rooms. There's a window with runes. There's a back square behind me with runes. Some of the runes on the
Y'all got
windows are
rooms?
glowing red. Yeah, they don't
That's so
look like
cool.
any dwarven or primordial that I've ever seen.
That's so cool. I got nothing. I have this speak here thing. That's it.
Well,
Is there anything? There's nothing else in your room. I don't. Hmm. Can you move the runes around, Tempest? On the other side of the wall?
I'm gonna like walk back towards the runes. I'm gonna like see if there's any like if I touch them, does anything happen? If
When you touch the runes, they are solid surfaces. They're not raised, they're not interchangeable, they are solid against the wall. However, when you touch them, the runes you touch glow faintly blue.
what?
If you touch the glowing rune a second time, it does seem to go back to its unglowing state.
They turn blue if I touch them back here. And if I touch them twice, they stop glowing.
Do
Is this a
we?
match 'em puzzle?
Maybe. I guess. Which runes are glowing? Because we can't see which runes are glowing on each other's side. They're glowing different for them, I assume.
So the glowing runes you see, they're slightly glowing on the window in front of you. So that window box is so like you're looking at them, and in the middle of the window is that box with runes, and 4 of them are slightly glowing. On your
Okay.
back wall, none are glowing, and they're just the runes, and you can see, the block is in front of you. You guys should be able to both see 2 squares of
Yes.
4x4 with runes. Brooke, I'll show you it later.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I looked on
Oh.
Sam's Twitch.
Oh, you're
Oh.
cheating and looking on Sam's stream.
I'm
That
not
makes
cheating.
sense.
I just wanted to glimpse what it was, and then I looked away.
That's fair. I mean, you could look at Sam's screen. You
Can
don't
I
have any
look
room.
in between the window and the wall and see if any of the runes match from the window to the wall, like the ones that are glowing? Or are there any of the same? I mean, obviously, I can tell there are, but I want to see if my character is smart enough to recognize that there are similar symbols.
There are similar symbols between the 2 walls. Your character would be able to recognize that. None of them seem to be in the same spot as the glowing ones. You don't seem to necessarily have all of the runes that are glowing upon your wall either.
Okay. Keep forgetting everyone's names.
Sam is
Devana?
Devana.
Yes.
I don't do
Can
pronunciation.
you describe to me what you have? Glowy red runes, right?
Yes. I have 4 of them that are glowing.
All right. I have backwards E and common E.
Okay.
What the fuck? C that also has like a shitty other C going through it. Kind of looks like 2 C's that meet in the middle to make like a oval.
Okay, I think I see what you're talking about.
I
don't
have.
it, so.
Oh, you don't have that?
Well, I have the weird C one, but I don't have the E.
I have a. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have 2 of those like sideways V's in a triangle.
Are you guys doing anything as they relate this to each other?
I guess I'll press the backwards E because I have those as well, right? That I can touch.
Yes,
Wait,
they're
didn't
on
you
your
just
wall. It does
say
the
you
same
don't
thing.
have the E? Oh wait, no, on your wall. I'm gonna look towards the
On-
sideways V. Wait, what? You say sideways V? Which direction?
Real
Facing the right.
As Sam,
Open to
as
the
you
right.
press those,
Mhm.
Brooke, the door in front of you, the locked one, 2 things flip over, and you see the runes. You see a backwards E, and you see some sort of amalgamation of 2 C's, as Izzy described it, that seem to
I'll be
flip
right.
over in place.
Thorough, if you're staying here, you get to entertain the stream. Have fun.
Yeah. Go on a rant about Harry Potter and the differences
Yay!
between the books and the movies.
Oh no. Okay, there you go.
I don't want to do that. I would just spend the whole time ranting about the 6th one, and nobody wants to hear about the 6th Harry Potter. I've been abandoned. It's sad. I always knew it would come to this. It only took him an hour to get tired of me and run away.
I'm back. And I don't know if anybody else is. Tita doesn't know. I'm sorry. What the heck did what? Oh, what? Your message were deleted. Timed out. Wait, why are you timing him? Wait, what is happening? You timed Reb out? Remove. Okay, remove from timeout. Reb, what happened? Speak to me. What did you try to do?
Who's the DM going to kill first?
Oh.
Sam, Devana, young elf girl.
What? Wait a second.
You guys didn't ask for Thomas' last name. Now you'll never know.
No.
Thomas stand for it.
I can guess what it was. I'm pretty sure it starts with an H.
You guys know how old Tom Hanks is?
At least like 80 something.
Okay.
He's 65.
Of course he is. Cause why would he be anything else?
The reason there was a pause before I answered that was so I could look up how old he was.
That makes sense.
Oh, why?
And the
Why
reason there's a
those,
white ball
but-
with a red handprint is that's Wilson.
Wilson!
Oh,
Wills.
I haven't seen that movie.